This conference
Oh,
will now be recorded.
I mean, you're an FSCO consultant, right?
Yes, yes, but I am junior and I have a lot of experience in programming languages like C++ and Java. And today I want really to see if it's very important for someone who has an experience in C++ and Java and wants to be a senior consultant in FICO, if it's important to know the ABAP language or not, and if it's very easy to me to understand the logic behind.
So you're an FSCO consultant since how long, Mr. Ruel?
I am a junior.
Junior consultant, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
how much time can I assume that you're a junior consultant with FSCO? That means maybe a couple
One
of years, 1 year.
1 year. No, it's only 1 year. But I had a certificate in S4
Certification. Great.
HANA S4 HANA 1610.
16.0, right? That is a 16 pack,
Yes.
right? Okay. So you also, I mean, when did you actually realize that ABAP is essential for you?
Because I don't know if it's very important, because sometimes we have to deal with programs
Okay.
and
When did you
we do.
realize? When did you
Hmm?
realize that ABAP is essential for you? I asked, when
Sometimes,
did you realize?
yeah,
When did you realize?
some, yes, sometimes some customers ask me, for example, to resolve some issues in the system, some
Okay.
incident. But the
Can you give me
problem
an
is that
example?
an example is, for example, I have one program, for example, that doesn't work in a workflow. For example, I have one program that doesn't work correctly,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to find why it's not working fine. And sometimes I don't have all times developers who stays next to me, and I need
Well,
really to find myself what is the issue.
see, frankly speaking, workflow doesn't involve much of programming. So
Hmm.
I don't really understand as to okay, okay. Uh, yeah, go
But
on.
do
I
you,
would like
but
to
do,
listen to you.
yes,
Before I
but
actually start the demo, I actually would like to listen to you more.
yes, uh, for
Give me some
for me,
examples. Give me some examples more, apart from workflow.
some, because we have some packages that was developed in our system. It's not the ACP standard programs. It's some Z programs.
C programs, okay.
Yes, that we have some interfaces. For example, we have some screens
Mm-hmm.
that uses behind some programs. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes with these screens, we do have some problems. We don't get the result. For example, we are looking, for example, for the number of employees who had certain characteristics. And when we got the result, we don't have the right result. You see what I
Number
mean?
of number of employees.
Not only number of employees, some characteristics of employees that have some certain age, that works in certain area, etc., etc. And we have one screen. The customer has one screen, but behind the screen there are programs that work in the backend.
So your customer master is quite huge. If I'm not wrong,
Yes,
your
yes,
XD01 is quite a huge one. If I'm not wrong.
yes, 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 yes.
Okay. So what are the normal activities that you perform, Mr. Ruel? I mean, what is the nature of
Uh,
work?
the major work for us is to do the customizing. It's not only
Okay.
to do programs. Yes, that's
Yeah.
why because I don't have a lot of experience in this domain, and that's why I
Mm-hmm.
need to ask you if it's very important for someone who is working, for example, because for the moment there are a lot of customers who wants to go from the ECC system to S4HANA system. So we do have a lot of issues, etc., etc. And is it important for me to gain experience in ABAP, or do you think it's not very important for me? That's my question.
Let me be very clear on one thing. This demo is only for a map. and I'm not going to
Yes.
take any issues on ABAP on HANA. Let me be very
Okay.
clear on that. Okay,
Okay.
I'm only here to take the demo for ABAP for you. Am I clear?
Okay. 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 Okay.
So have you ever had a chance of looking at what are these RISEF objects, Mister? Well,
Yes. What do you mean?
are you able to see my screen here?
Yes, of course. Yes. Yes. I see the notepad. Yes.
Yeah. Are you able to see this RISEF what I've typed here?
Yes. 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 I see report interfaces, conversions, enhancement, forms, WebDyn Pro object.
You understand what I'm? Why exactly am I highlighting this?
Because these are the topics that you are covering.
These are the topics that you're going to learn in the course.
Okay.
If these
Okay.
objects are if these objects are met by you, or if these objects are learned by you, then you are an ABAP consultant.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
These are
So
the
I.
these are the essential
Yes.
topics, or
Yes.
these are
Yes.
the responsibilities and roles of an ABAP consultant when he works in a company.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
If you would like to have a note of this, you can write down. I would really appreciate that because these things are important.
Okay. Okay.
I'll just wait. I'll explain each of the topics as we go along.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to
I
see.
will just. Yes.
The
I will
role of an
just
web
take.
consultant will always be within this six categories only, rather within this five only, because this WebDyn Pro is not part of the FICO consultant job.
Okay.
The WebDyn Pro is not part of the RISEF objects. WebDyn Pro is something new that ECC has added as a framework whenever there's a requirement of doing. I mean, this has come before S4 HANA has come.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. I
So
know.
once S4
Yeah.
HANA has come, now that we have a Fiori and other things, we are not going to work on this WebDyn Pro objects anymore.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we'll just
Yes.
try to explore this RESIF objects, Mr. Oval. Very
Mm-hmm.
nice meeting you. My name is Sanjay.
Okay.
I'm more than a decade into SAP into SAP ABAP platform.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Yes. Okay.
so just try to see how the things will go from here. RESIF objects. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So first of all, I would like to know: do you have any programming experience before coming to this
Yes.
demo?
Yes.
Okay.
I have
You
several
said you.
years experience in C++. 5 years.
Okay.
I did
Then why
some Java
suddenly?
too.
Okay. Then why suddenly you came back to SAP side when you have experience of 5 years in CPP?
Yeah, but for the time being, there are a lot of works. There are a lot of opportunities to work in ECP more than in C++
Okay.
programs.
You had good opportunities working in on the SAP ECC side. That's why you came to that side. Okay.
Yes.
No issues. Why do I say this? Say this because there are simple issues to be taken care of. One is any guy who comes into ABAP programming should have the basics of C language. We don't insist on CPP, but basics of C
Mm-hmm.
language are essential.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and
Yes.
the candidate must understand the basics of sequels. You understand what
Yes.
is sequels, right? Because when I
Yes.
write a
Yes.
query,
Yeah.
I write a select statement. All these things are essential. Okay,
Yes. I understand. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so these RISEF objects are classified into two types. One is the basic ABAP, and one is the
Mm-hmm.
advanced ABAP. That's what is our codes that you're going to divide into. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you only take care of the FICO part. You also get into SDMM and other modules also.
No, for the time being, only FICO, because we do have to do a migration to S4HANA in finance. So I will take care only for the FICO part.
You're going to migrate the entire
Yes.
ECC system to S4 HANA. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So do you have any deadline as to when you have to migrate this in the system to
No,
ECC to?
for the time being. For the time being, we are just analyzing the business process in ECC to
Mhm.
see what are the impacts of the migration. We are just doing the roadmap for the moment.
No.
So it's the preparation phase
Okay. More or less like a
because it's
preparation
very
phase.
big. Yes,
You're
it's very big. It's very big migration. So we need really to take the time to see what are the
mm,
impacts, what are the gap analysis, and what are all things that will be impacted by this
no.
migration because it's huge
There's so much of gap between the
work.
current system and the target system.
Yes, there are a lot of gap.
There's so much of gap. I truly understand. ECC to S4. It takes a long time. Simply
Yes, I know.
because
But yes,
simply
yes.
because
Continue.
the more than the rise of objects, it is important
Mhm.
that the database tables are configured properly. Okay,
Yes, 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 yes,
the
yes.
database tables. So if I ask you a simple question, when you create a company code information in ECC, which table the data is getting stored?
I don't know by heart which is the table which are. I don't know by heart.
So when I create a company code, right? You understand
Yes,
when you create a company code?
yes, 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 yes.
So when you create a company code, to which table is getting stored? There's a
Honestly,
table
I don't
called
know. T zero
yeah. There's
zero
a table
one.
called T001 company code data.
Okay, okay.
So so how does the information that you enter in the application is stored in the background? Okay,
Mhm, mhm.
this is so the very first topic in the basic ABAP is that part. How do we work with the database tables?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is where the functional team will feel actually, oh, why did I come into this part?
Mhm, mhm.
Okay, so we are going to see here as to how we can create the custom tables, or the Z tables.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so, so as far as the ABAP dictionary is concerned, so you must be knowing this SC11, 16, 16 and SM30, right?
Mhm.
Have you ever heard of this transaction codes?
I don't answer your question. What do you mean?
No, I said, have you ever heard of this transaction code SC11, SC16, SC16 and SC16?
Yes, it's to change the table content. No.
Exactly. You can change the table content, but you can only view, but you cannot change the table content as long
Yes,
as you
yes,
have the access to change it.
yes.
Okay. Then we have SC16. Then we have SM30. Then we have C55, and so on.
Mhm.
So these are all the T codes that are related to SC, the DevApp dictionary objects. So we're going to learn here how to create custom tables. If you can see this part. Why do we do this? Because when there may be a requirement where you have to add a new field.
Mhm.
So when you post an FIC, when you post an
Transaction.
F-02 or F-43 or an F-28 transaction, where the data is getting stored, the data is getting stored in one table, right? What is the table name? You remember? You know? BSEC.
BSEG and BKPF.
Uh, BSEC is your posting document, right?
Yes.
So let's say I want to add a new field to this in this table. Then what will I do? So there may be requirements of adding custom fields
Yeah.
to the standard table. Now, how can we
Yes.
do this? Now this is done by the very first topic, in ABAP dictionary. Here we're going to learn how do we add custom fields, or how do we create our own tables and so on.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Am I clear?
Yes.
Okay. So we have a couple of topics here. One is tables and one is views and so on. So I'm just trying to give you an highlight here. Not going to go into the details. This is just a basic one.
Yes.
So once I have the data in the tables, then what do?
We have to change the transactions to fill this data. How to fill
Can you
this
come
data?
again? Can you come again?
I say we have to change the transactions, the business transactions, to fill the data in this field.
Oh, right. Okay. Let's say because most of these things I created this session based on the FICO reports are quite things, because you already have all those things. What is your T code for your accounting document report?
FB03, yes.
Okay. What is this?
For line items for the vendors.
Line items for lead accounts or for vendors?
No, it's for accounts. Yes, for general customer. Could be L5N for vendors.
Okay. Have any more reports apart from this?
No, we use these reports. There are more reports, but I don't know the transactions by heart. There are new report, for example, for new general ledger.
Okay. No, I'm asking general. I'm asking in general, not into those new ledger documents.
Okay.
Now let's say I want to add the vendor name in FBL51. Is it possible? When you see the output of FBL51 for a report, right? You have the vendor number also, right?
Yes, I have the yes.
I have the vendor name also. I want to print the vendor address in the actual data that you get. So I want to add a couple of fields that are not there in the report. Set of fields in the output of the report. What will I do if I have to create this requirement? Do I need to modify the standard report?
If the fields are not available, I have to change the standard report. But if the fields are available, I have just to add these fields in the result of FBL5N.
Either two options. Either you modify the standard report or create a new custom report.
It's better to create a new custom code, because if you change the standard one, next time if there are an upgrade, all your change will be removed.
No, that will be the next topic of the course. Okay. That is what I call as the reporting part. Now these reports are classified into three types. One is classical reports, interactive reports, and the ALV reports. Okay.
Okay.
Now this is where you're going to write the Z programs.
Mm-hmm.
You getting my point?
Yes, yes, yes.
This is where we are going to write the Z programs.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense that all the things that I've mentioned here, like creating a custom fields, creating your screen, creating your selection screen, and so on, all these things will be taught here. So you'll be learning at least 25 to 30 programs within this,
Mm-hmm.
in this part only.
Okay.
You'll be learning at least 25 to 30 programs because your RISEF, the R of RISEF will actually start from here. Okay.
Mm-hmm. What does it mean, RISEF? I don't understand.
RISEF is reports, interfaces, conversions, enhancements, and forms.
Ah.
The first one that I mentioned here, right?
Okay. Yes.
The R of RISEF will start from reports only. Okay.
Reports only. Yeah. Understand.
So in the meantime of RISEF, we have interfaces. Interfaces are also taught here. I'm going to teach interfaces. These interfaces are what we call as function modules. You can see them here.
Okay.
Function modules.
Yes.
So this, let's say there's so much of calculation that is going into your GL account, GL calculation, right?
Yes.
You have some conditions for the tax on sales and procedures. You have those conditions, right?
Yes.
So let's say you want to calculate the asset cumulative report. Have you worked on asset accounting, Mister?
I know the theory, but in practice.
No. I'm not asking the theory, but I'm asking if I want to create an asset explorer with all the cumulative and other things, can you do it?
No.
No, you can't. No. So for doing complex calculations, for doing complex calculations, we're going to use this concept called as functions, function modules. And these function modules are nothing but what are called as interfaces. If it is within the client only, it is called as a local function module, a function module that is accessed within the client, a function module that is accessed across clients. That is, let's say an RFC is there. You know what is an RFC?
It's not a remote function call, something like that. Okay.
There's nothing like that. It's remote function call only. So if it is accessible across clients, we call it as a BAPI, BAPI. Okay. Am I clear so far?
Yes.
The third one comes as to how do you create those front end. So what is the transaction code you would normally access for your customer master?
I don't remember. I do only know the transactions in the XK01, XK02, XK03.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay.
First of all, be cool, Mr. Oval. I'm not trying to test you here. I'm just trying to see what all you have learned. Yes. What can I do to help you? Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So we have different T codes like this, right?
Yes.
AS01.
Asset master data.
Okay. Now let's say I want to create a new tab. Create a new tab for let's say customer master. Now this tab is actually going to show you. See, in customer master you only have a single telephone number and you have a single mail ID, right?
Yes.
I want an alternative mobile number. And I also want an alternate email ID or your mail ID. Now these two details are not there in your customer master. Bang on, it's not there. You only have a single mobile number and a single telephone number.
Yes, okay.
Then what will I do to make sure that these two fields are added? So what do? You create the custom screens. This will be my third topic of the course. How do you create your own screens?
Oh, okay. Custom screen.
This is where you're going to create your applications. Your Z transactions you're going to create here.
Okay.
So you have a table here first. The table is binded to a program. The program is binded to an application. An application is binded to a transaction. It could be a standard or a Z. Okay.
Okay.
So these things we're going to learn in the third part of the session. That is, how do you create those custom transactions?
Okay.
Okay.
I have just one issue for the moment. I can't see my screen is really black.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. That's. I'm I'm a little superstitious. The screen. I want so many black dots. So it has made me like that.
Because I don't see anything, and even in my screen, everything is black, and I cannot really see my.
Is it okay now?
No,
Oh, you're not able to see my screen.
no, at all. I do see only a black screen. I don't know why.
I don't know. You try to re-log in again here.
Okay, I will try to do it right now. Or maybe I have to reboot my PC, no? Because I cannot really see my anything in my screen. Even my login and it
Oh,
looks like everything is blocked.
you just tell to the other person, the person who's given you the this information. Maybe you can ask her. She can help you out.
Huh? Hello? Anuja?
Hello. Yeah, you can disconnect the meeting and join again.
Okay, I will do that.
Uh, Till then, I'm not going to share my screen, Anuja. I'm keeping it.
Okay, sure.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
Ubal, are you there?
Yes, I am back. I had to restart my PC because everything was freezed.
Okay, you're able to see my screen now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so the third part of the session is done.
Okay.
Now the important part is your conversions part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is where the migration takes place from your legacy system to your target system. Okay,
Okay. Yes. Okay.
so the same applies to what you're doing now. Your ECC
Mm-hmm.
to S4 HANA.
Okay.
What you normally have to do is take all the data in Excel sheet and so on.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, take all the data in Excel sheet and slowly migrate it to your target system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now
Yes.
this part is what we call as the data migration, or we also call it as VDC.
Okay. Batch data conversion. Okay.
Okay, we write some set of programs basing upon which the data has to be migrated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for example, if I'm trying to, let's say I have around 200 to 300 or 400 or 500 customers, or let's say some thousand vendors and so on, so many documents that you have. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
so first of all, what you really do is you make sure that your master data, your products, your customer, your vendor, your material, your pricing, all these things are master data, right?
Yes. Yes.
This entire data, you put it in, you put the data
S4.
in the file.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you write a program to read the data from the file and move it into ECC. The same applies to S4 HANA as well,
Yes.
because it's to S4 HANA again you have a different procedure. I'm not going to
Mm-hmm.
talk about those, but
Mm-hmm.
the procedure for here is legacy from the file to ECC.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Now this is called as data migration. We also call it as BDC.
Okay.
So this is very important for us.
Mm-hmm.
And we have something called as LSMW, Legacy
Yes.
System Migration Workbench.
Mm-hmm.
So this way we're going to use some. This is a tool actually for
Yes.
migrating data from non-SAP to SAP without writing a single line of code. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Very good.
So those things we're going to learn it here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next comes your. I don't know how much of these things are important for you. You have any printing options in your project, Oval?
With printing options, I don't know what do you mean
Printing
by
options.
printing.
Printing options means let's say, was any time when you have to create a running history to the customer or create a check printing and so on. You had anything related to that?
For checks, no, we don't use checks anymore. But
Uh huh.
it's always interesting to know because, for example, if I change the customer,
Logo.
I will be dealing with other customers that will use this kind of things. So it's very
Exactly.
important, I think. Yeah.
It's really important that let's say customer signature is there, right?
Mhm.
And a signature.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Always in a banking system also you have a signature, customer's
Yes.
signature, maybe an
Yeah.
image of the customer and so on. For those things we
Yes.
use these two topics. These things are called as printing tools.
Okay.
Okay, so normally this is applicable for what we call as the SDMM and other modules, but not much for FICO,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because for FICO we don't have these tools applicable. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
The
Is there also the smart forms or it's
Oh
other
yes.
thing?
No, no,
Okay.
no. We are going to use both of them here. Is
Okay.
it to
Okay.
see here?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
These two. Both the things are there.
Okay. Very good. Okay. But I don't see the bodies. I don't understand what is it. Is it covered too or not?
Which one?
Body.
Yeah, yeah.
BADI.
No. We haven't come up to that stage now. I'm still in the basic ABAP only.
Okay.
Am I clear so far?
Yes.
So the first 6 topics will form your basic ABAP.
Yeah.
So once you finish your basic ABAP, then you come to the advanced part. And the first topic will be OOPS only. You're able to see OOPS?
Yes. Object-oriented programming
So
system.
we normally say that the OOPS will not leave us.
Yeah.
Anywhere you go, the classes and objects and all those topics that are related that you have learned in your school days or in your college days will not leave us anymore.
Yes, indeed.
So we're going to cover here as to how we can implement, how we're going to learn the concepts of classes here. We're not going to learn Java here anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to see how a class is done. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. The next question that they've asked is the enhancements part, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think the enhancements part is much of to use in your FICO module because these things are more applicable for the logistics part, not for FICO.
Okay.
So you have something called as validations and substitutions. You know those things?
Yes. These are
Something
some
called
rules. Yes. Some rules
you
to check some
exactly
fields or to replace some fields.
exactly
Yeah.
you so you have some small calculations, right, in validations and substitutions.
Yes.
So those things are more applicable, but I'm going to teach these things for you also because
Okay.
you all sometimes you may require to learn these things. So I'm going to teach those exits, then I'm going to teach you this body part.
Okay.
Now this is where the object-oriented ABAP will come into picture. Okay, you asked me about this BADI just before.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So this part I'm going to cover here.
Mhm.
Then there is something else called as an enhancement framework. Okay.
Yes.
So is it ever possible to change the SAP without an access? Yeah, that can be done by using this framework. Okay.
To write modify standard system without having access code.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can absolutely change the standard without having an access key. Otherwise, the system will generate and develop a code for you, right? So without having an access.
It's like Java, no? It's like Java because in Java, for example, or you have some possibility to design the interface and all the code behind will be generated automatically. Is it the same?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. This is different.
Okay.
So you're going to change the standard SAP program itself. So let's say there is a program called as, I'll show you here. Let's say there's a program called as SAP MV45A. So let's say this program contains an include called as MV45A F ZZZ. This is a program. Yes. This is an include program. Now this include program contains some subroutines inside. And this subroutine, I want to write my own program in that. These subroutines are activated by a call as a form. Let's say there is a Z form.
Yes.
And within this form and Z form, there's something called as end form. Now I want to write this form of Z form into this include, which is a standard program. What do? I have to take the access from the SAP company, right? Or the system will generate the system will generate an access, which is not supported. So what I need to do, I'm going to overwrite it. This can be done by your enhancement framework. Okay. So we'll see how do we do this when we come up to that stage.
Okay.
So do you have any questions to ask here so far?
No. I see that there are a lot of things to cover,
Wow.
to learn.
There are so many things to cover.
Yes.
Your next comes your, as I told before, in the functions part, you have what are called as the remote function calls, right?
Mm-hmm.
The remote function call is what we're going to learn in detail in this interfaces part, API.
Okay.
We're going to see how exactly the methods can be changed, methods can be exchanged, or methods can be invoked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
that is my fifth topic, BAPI.
Okay.
This is business application programming interface. Okay,
Yes.
and your final topic would be as to how use
AD.
is client to client, alien add-ons.
Okay. I
I
know
don't know
what
how
is
much.
iDocs. I know what is iDocs because I worked so far uh, in one company. We have to interchange some messages between different companies, and we used at this time iDoc in
Oh,
SD.
yes. Maybe you must have had a third party kind of a system, right?
Yes. Oh, I don't
Third
know
party
what's happening.
systems.
Yeah. I have.
Whenever, whenever you have an SAP system and a non SAP system, this is
Yes.
where your iDocs will come into picture.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, these are the things I have for today, Mr. Raul.
Okay. Yes.
We just try to see how the things will go. I'll pass on this document to Anuja first,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're further interested, she will forward the document to you.
Okay. Very
Okay?
good. Yeah.
So once you feel okay, these things are fine, you inform to her. Based upon that, we'll try to go further. Okay?
Okay. Is it possible to send me just this file or it's
I'll
confidential?
I will forward the same to Anuja, and she will forward it to you.
Okay, very good. I think really it's a very interesting topic, and there are a lot of things to learn.
Yes.
My question is for the next sessions, if I want to go further, uh, we will work only face to face with you, or there will be other students in the next session. How it will
I have
work?
to see. I have to see whether anybody will get added. I'm not. I'm
Yes.
not. I don't know much about that because at the moment you're only there.
Okay.
So I was told the same. Let me see if you can add one. Those things should be dealt by Anuja, not by me. Whoever
Okay.
comes, the sessions will be the same. Okay.
Okay. And do you have any other, let's say, documents,
I'll
PowerPoints, or?
I'll do that. I have for each and every for all these sessions, they'll be recording sessions done by the person Anuja. She will forward them to you. I will also
Mhm.
forward my concerned documents to you
Okay,
as per
but
the session basis.
yes, but the next trainings will be based on PowerPoints, or it will be like what we did today.
No. It will be based on PowerPoint. Some things are based on PowerPoints, and some things
Yes.
are based on the system that we're going to have.
Yes.
Because
Okay.
I cannot take more things on PowerPoints. It has to be dealt on the system, right?
Yes. I understand. So, do I have to do some exercises on my side after,
Nothing.
or?
Nothing. Don't do anything. No, don't do anything at the moment. Just try to listen to my classes, and
Yes.
I'm sure you'll benefit at the end of the course.
Okay. So I don't really have, because I am really full for the moment. I am learning a lot of things, and I don't have a lot of time to do other
Don't
things
don't do
additional
anything at the
work.
moment. Don't do anything at the moment. Just try to go through the documents and just practice whatever dealt in the classes. Once you do
Yes.
good practice and so on, I think you'll feel a lot more better.
Okay.
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 Thank
So
you
do
so
you
much,
have?
Oval.
Yeah. Thank you too.
Thank you so
But
much.
do you have any recommendation for me, for example, to be good at that? Do I have really to do something
Not
else,
anything,
or
not anything at the moment. Not
yeah?
anything at the moment.
But do you think
I'll
yes? But do you think it's important? It's important for me because I don't have a lot of experience, to be honest with you, in
no problem.
ECP.
No problem.
That's why I want really to upgrade my skills to have a very good profile let's say
It's
to.
actually too early to talk about. Let's start our sessions as we go along. Then I'll try to help you out in those things as well.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. You forward your details to Anuja and she will forward it to me. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye. Goodbye.
Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you.
Thank you, Anuja.